So as much as I always say that you should kind of just take things as they go and roll with the punches, it doesn't hurt to politely ask for your options or for something else, because you never know what might happen. Disney always does their best to try and make every situation end positively. And sometimes it'll be something they just are automatically willing to do for you. Sometimes it will be things that you have asked and they can look into it. Case in point, this trip, which is probably the best case in point ever. We normally stay at the Grand Californian using our DVC points because we're Disney Vacation Club members. And when you do that, you always typically stay at a completely separate part of the hotel that's all just DVC villas. And we booked a 1-bedroom. And they were 2 non-consecutive nights, which wasn't great, but we decided to use it anyway. And when we went to check in, they were a little confused because they're like, well, it looks like we put you in the regular hotel, which is weird. And then like, oh, there was a computer error. They overbooked the DVC villas, and so they had to move us into a 1-bedroom suite in the hotel, free of charge. But that was just what had happened. We asked them, just out of off chance, is there any way for us to be able to stay at the hotel even if it's at a different room all 3 nights? And they actually went back and checked and came back with options. They're not options that we ended up using, but it was surprising that actually we had the option to do so depending on what we'd be willing to pay for it, which really the rates were not that bad. But we just decided to stick with what we had anyway because our other hotel room that we had booked was non-refundable. And that was all because we just asked politely and they're like, oh, let me see what we can do. But when we said, we'll just stick with what they got, like, don't worry, you're gonna be happy with your room. We put you in one of our signature suites. And we're like, what? So this is the room that they put us in. Let me just kind of show you. First of all, this is the door to our suite. Notice, it is a double door. Yeah, this is the entrance into the room itself.
Hi.
So yeah, this is the room that they gave us.
It's amazing.
So you never know what will happen. Disney does their best to make things worth your while. And yes, there's like, I think they called this a wet bar, not a kitchen, but I mean, it's still huge. Our dining room. We have an amazing view of the parks. Well, park. Outside of our veranda. So never feel like it's not worth it to at least ask. You never know, but always trust that Disney will do their best to try and make the situation worth your while, even if it's not exactly what you had in mind at first. Again, even with all that said, the key here is asking politely. If you're asking as though you deserve this and seem all entitled, they're less inclined to give you everything that you're asking for. But if you're just polite, then you could be surprised with something like this too. I mean, it's not likely. I can't believe that this happened. But you never know. So this is an extreme example, but little things like this happen all the time. So hopefully there's something you can take out of this story for you guys. All right, we'll see you guys later. Bye.